So now let's go on with the third of the visits that we had recently in Burgundy to the Clos de Tart with Sir Alessandro Noli. So it is spread over 7.5 hectares in the town of Morey Saint-Denis. So the Clos de Tart is the largest of the 5 Burgundian Grand Cru held in monopoly. The other 4 are in Vaune Romanée with Romanée Conti, La Romanée, La Tâche, and La Grande Rue. So for here in the Clos de Tart, for nearly 1,000 years, the Clos de Tart has never been divided, which is very rare in Burgundy, and it has only known 4 owners, which were the Cistercian nuns of l'Abbaye de Tart, the Tart Abbey, from 1141 to 1791, and then the family Marais-Monge from 1791 to 1932, and then the Montmessin family from 1932 to 2018, and recently François Pinault and the Pinault family through his company Artemis Domaine since April 2018. So after the emblematic Sylvain Pittiot, then a few years with Jacques de Vosges, it is now Alessandro Noli who is in charge of the production of the wines. And after doing a fantastic job in Château-Grier in the northern Rhône Valley, in the center of the Condrieu appellation, he just produced here an exceptional first vintage in 2019. Actually, the Clos de Tart is located between 2 well-known Grand Crus in Burgundy, the Clos des Lambrais to the north and the Bonnemare to the south. The Clos de Tart is mostly on a limestone terroir, which is not so obvious in this part of the slope in Burgundy, because the limestone is usually more easy to find on the top of the hill, and you are here around the middle part and lower part, so it is usually more clay than limestone, but this time it's mostly a limestone terroir, and it is divided into 17 different plots, and among them Alessandro Noli chooses those who will compose the future great wine of Clos de Tart, and these are those aged on average around 60 years, and the others, the younger plots, will give the Premier Cru, La Forge de Tart, around 20 years old on average, and recently the simple village Morey Saint-Denis for the youngest vines that are only 5 years old. And it is precisely with the simple village Morey Saint-Denis 2019 that we started our tasting with Alessandro, and so the Morey Saint-Denis is a new cuvée made from young vines planted to replace the dead vines of the Clos. So the 2019 offers already fruity and spicy aromas, quite classic and similar to some of the good Pinot Noir of the Côte de Nuit. So it is already supple and charming, but it does not have quite the fullness of the following 2 wines, which are the first growth, so the Morey Saint-Denis Premier Cru La Forge de Tart, which is aged to 15% new oak, and the 2019 expresses itself easily with fruity, floral, and spicy notes. So it is complex and very elegant in the same time, and it is supported by melting tannins and a very mineral finish. So it is already a pleasure to taste, and which is honestly quite rare so young. So it's probably a quality of the vintage 2019. and also another quality of the winemaker Alessandro Noli. And then we went on to the Clos de Tart Grand Cru, the best wine of the property. So the first vintage vinified by Alessandro Noli was precisely 2019, and it is already flattering and very promising. So it immediately reveals notes of very ripe black fruits and also some oriental spices, and its balance is carried by its acidity and its refined tannins, and also a long and fragrant finish. So it was aged at 70% new barrels, and it is really more moving and emotional wine than its 2018 counterpart that we had the opportunity to taste just afterwards. And the 2018 is undoubtedly more full-bodied and tannic, with a more austere profile that will undoubtedly require more patience before drinking it. So it recalls a bit the Clos de Tart concentrated from the period of Sylvain Pittiot. So it is definitely a wine to keep. So the next video will tell you our visit and our tasting to the Domaine Gros Frères et Sœurs, and it was our last visit in January in Burgundy. So I hope you will enjoy and take advantage of the promotional offers that you can find in the website vitisepicuria.com. Bye.